Okay, well today we're going to make macaroni salad, which is one of my favorites, and it seems to be one of the favorites of the family. Of course, I've already made my drink because I can't do anything without a drink in hand. And I've prepped a few things because I don't really have the recipe written down. So I wanted to get the ingredients already and then measure so I could hopefully put a recipe together. So in the future, if anyone really wants to attempt making the macaroni salad, they can attempt. Well, you know, it takes a few tries. I know this is a recipe that Nanny actually shared with me, and it took me about 4 or 5 times until I got it to where I thought was the closest to Nanny's recipe, which was very hard to do, but I managed. So we're going to start with first the main ingredients, which will be the onions, the green pepper, and the celery. And I will tell you a secret. The best thing to use is one of these mini choppers, because you don't want the pieces to be large. You want them to be sort of finely chopped or slash minced, but not soggy. So we have 2 cups of onion, and the key to the onion is make sure you get a sweet onion, not a yellow onion like a Vidalian onion, because it's not as strong as a regular onion. So you don't want it to overpower the taste.
It does smell strong.
It does, but it's not quite as strong as a regular yellow onion. Then we have 2 cups of finely chopped green pepper.
Let me take the celery up close so they can see.
Okay, so you can see. Yeah.
So this is how finely chopped. Gives Nina a little drink break.
Yeah. So you also want to make sure once you chop these up, they have a tendency to have a little water in them. So I take them and put them in a strainer or a colander.
With like a paper towel underneath?
Well, or just in the sink. You know, just put the colander and pour it all in the colander, so the extra moisture, so once you're putting your sauce, so to speak, for the macaroni isn't too watery. So you've got 2 cups of the macaroni, you've got 2 cups of the green pepper, 2 cups of the onion, and 2 cups of the celery. And then what you're gonna do is, which I didn't get, I'm gonna get one of your handy dandy little wooden spoons. And you're going to mix all those together so they're now all combined. And once they're all nicely combined, they're ready. And just mix them up a teeny bit more because we're actually making a batch of this macaroni salad for the reveal party tomorrow that I'm so excited. I can't wait to find, or for everyone to find out that baby T is going to be a baby boy. That's my hope. That's my prayer. I mean, I love it no matter what, but, you know, I'm all about Team Jameson right now. Okay, so we've got this mixed up pretty good. Okay. All right, so I did prep the macaroni salad, or the macaroni as well, and I'll bring that over. This is truly, truly, truly the key.
Do you want me to get one of your bigger mixing bowls?
Well, no, I'm going to put it in that pot. So, this is the only macaroni I will use for my macaroni salad. Don't try it with anything else. I have. It never turns out the same. Don't ask me why. I don't know. All I know is that you have to use the Muller's elbow macaroni, and it's pretty small. And the key to this is not cooking it until it's soggy. The key is you cook it about 10 to 12 minutes until it's al dente. Is that what you call it?
Al dente?
Yeah, al dente. So it's just, it's a little firm because you don't want it to be all soggy.
That's only one? Or you did 2 pounds?
I actually did 3 pounds this time. And what I do, the ingredients that I'm giving you can be for 2 or 3 pounds. Don't even waste making 1 pound. I know you think, oh, we can't possibly eat it. Doesn't make as much as you think, because look at this. This is 3 pounds. It's really not that much. I normally make 2 to 3 pounds for the family when we have family gatherings, and actually only half of the family eat it. The other half, they don't like either the onion or the green pepper, in it, so it ends up being just enough. So 2 to 3 pounds will be fine, and it'll keep for a few days if you want to put it in your refrigerator so Dustin can eat it several days. Or I know Christina and Neil love it. Christina particularly.
Mom.
And Mom, Giovanna, loves it. And Joel, it's one of Joel's favorites. So always make a little extra, okay? So this is the macaroni. I cooked it. It's all ready. And what I'm gonna do is the pot that I cooked it in, I'm gonna put it right back into the dry pot, okay? The pot is all dry. So we're gonna take it and we're going to hopefully, it's nice and it's completely, totally dry, and it's not hot at all because you don't want to mix your ingredients when it's still warm. So you want to make sure your macaroni, has actually cooled off. So it's not going to, it's going to be nice and room temperature or cool, okay? So we're going to put all this in here. And then we're going to mash it up. And since actually everything's going to go together, we're just going to make sure that we loosen it all up so there aren't any clumps, because it's been sitting in that colander for a little while. After I boil the macaroni, and I always boil it in salted water. Don't worry about how much salt. I don't really measure salt. I'm all about salt. I love it.
Because you love salt.
I love salt. But no, take a piece of this. I mean, I must have put like 4 tablespoons of salt in the water. But it's not salty, right? It's not salty. Because what happens when it finishes and you put it in the colander, or you drain it and you start washing it with cool water, it takes all the salt out of it. So it really doesn't have a whole lot of, doesn't have a real salty taste to it. And I try to be cautious about salt and pepper. I can't use a lot of pepper when I'm cooking because Neil's allergic to pepper. So anything I know he's gonna eat, I try to stay away from pepper. And I know,
even when he's not around though, you're not a very heavy pepper.
no, I don't like pepper. I think pepper overpowers the actual taste of things.
Heavy on the chicken, not on the pepper.
Exactly. All right, so we've got this all broken up, and it's pretty dry, but yet it's still, I'm still able to toss it so it's not sticking together, so that's the good thing. So, all right, now, what I am going to do at this point, I'm going to, and I don't know guys, I don't know how much, but I always put some salt in here. If I had to guess, maybe a teaspoon of salt. If you prefer not to add any salt and just let people add the salt to it.
Taking into account that the whole top of this
is salt.
Well, no, just so that they know for reference of how much you shook.
Right.
The whole top has holes, and this is pretty thick shaft here.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it's probably a teaspoon, but you know what? If you don't want to add any salt, you can. Or you don't have to, if you really don't want to. If you want to just allow people to add their salt, to their taste, that's fine. I think it's good to add a little bit. If you like pepper and you want to add a little pepper, I don't really think the pepper adds much to it, but you can. This would be the time that you would want to add your pepper. But I think that's all nice and stirred up. Okay, so now we're going to add the green pepper, the onion, and the celery. Add it all. Put it together.
All these years, I did not realize there was green pepper in it.
Green pepper, because it's so finely chopped, it's not big chunks. You don't want big chunks because, again, you want it to.
I'm relatively a huge pepper person, and I've never noticed the taste of it.
I don't know. It's something about the combination of the 3 vegetables, the onion. It's something about
and
them
the
being
sauce.
yeah,
The sauce too that
yeah.
you made.
And see, look, I'm putting it in. See how pretty that is? It looks so pretty.
It's your favorite color.
It is my favorite color. You know I love that lime green. So now, this is a lot to have to. I might have to transfer this to a bowl, which probably would give you all a better idea as to what it looks like once it's all. Let me just grab it.
Big one.
Yeah, the real big one. Because I know this. Okay.
Nina has everything in her kitchen.
Oh yeah. Well, after 40 years, you would hope. Okay. So, we're going to get every little bit out.
Nothing goes to waste.
Nope, don't want anything to go with. So, now that we've got it in our bowl, we just want to make sure that all of the vegetables, or the celery and the green pepper and the onion, are mixed in. And it's easier to do it before you add the sauce because you want to make sure it's equally distributed. So,
And already, without the sauce, it already smells so good.
well, it's that combination
Yeah.
of the green pepper and the onion and the celery. And like I said, use about 2 cups each. But to make your life a lot easier, get one of these little handy dandy choppers, mincers, whatever you want to call it. It really cuts down. I'm not a big, I don't like, I don't mind chopping things by hand, but if you need a lot, it really requires a lot of
That's probably
patience.
my least favorite
Yeah.
cooking task is the prep of chopping things.
And if it needs to be finely chopped, it really requires a lot of time and effort. And I'm not real patient, so.
You?
No, not at all, not at all. Okay, so now you see we've got this macaroni, and it's mixed well with the celery and the green pepper and the onion, a little bit of salt. I didn't put any pepper, but you can if you want. Black pepper, I mean. So now we're going to start with, this is, I really don't know. I really don't know what I do or the amount. I mean, I know what ingredients. For the sauce, it requires apple cider, not white. It has to be apple cider. A little bit of sugar and some mayonnaise and maybe a tablespoon of yellow mustard. Okay, so we're actually going to do that here because I didn't prep for that because I don't know how to prep for it. I mean, in regard to how much.
Well,
I'm going to mix everything together in this and hopefully we'll have an idea. I will say, this is the one part that I have to grate. I would have to get a new bottle or a new jar that doesn't want to open for me. Let's see. There we go. And people ask me, do you have a specific type of mayonnaise? You know, I've only made this with 2 types of mayonnaise. I love the Kraft mayonnaise, which is probably my most favorite. I don't think it really matters because mayonnaise have different textures. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. Some are creamier, some are not as creamy, but I do really like the Kraft. I think it's fine if you have another preference. I've also used Hellmann's. Hellmann's is fine. It's not as creamy, but you can certainly keep stirring and make it as creamy as you want. So, all right. You notice I'm all about trying to use the same things, same utensils, so I don't mess up a whole lot. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to start, and this is, guys, I'm sorry, but this is just by sort of my eye knowing what it requires or what I think it's going to require in regard to mayonnaise. If you look at this, it's probably about 2/3 of a bottle or of a jar of mayonnaise, which is 30 fluid ounces. But let's see if we can get sort of an idea. So it looks like maybe about 3 cups, maybe 2.5, 3 cups we'll say. It's really not gonna matter if we add just a teeny bit more. Okay, so we'll say it's 3 cups. That makes sense, 3 cups right there, okay? 3 cups. Now, the mustard really is more for color. So what we're gonna do, we'll say that this is about a teaspoon right here, okay? And we're just gonna mix it in and get that nice little yellow tint to it. I don't think it really adds much flavor, but maybe, I don't know. I've never tried it without it. So I think we need to just do it. Everybody's got mustard. You see that color? Sort of a yellowish, little tint of yellow. And see how creamy? I love this mayonnaise because it's so creamy. Doesn't require a lot of stirring. Okay, so now, the 2 next ingredients are the ones that you have to sort of taste as you go. But apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna get a teaspoon. Yep, a teaspoon. Okay, and we'll put it in there. I'll stir it up now. Why? I don't know why I took a teaspoon. I'd rather do a little at a time than too much. But it's something about the vinegar and the sugar that makes this what makes this macaroni salad taste so good. Okay, might have to add a little more of that. All right, now we're going to go into the sugar. Just regular white sugar, nothing special. I've never measured anything, guys, so I'm going to do it for your benefit. Try desperately. So that's 1 tablespoon. 2, 3. I don't know, but we did 4. And now we're going to stir it up. And I'm going to have to taste it to see if it needs more vinegar or if it needs more sugar. Usually I have to do more sugar because the vinegar really doesn't take much vinegar to make it real sour tasting. Okay. Okay. A little more sugar. If you've had the macaroni salad, you'll be able to know if it's had enough sugar or if it's enough sugar when you put it in there. So I put 2 more tablespoons, so I think that was a total of 5. And be sure you mix really, really good. Over mixing is probably the key. Let's try one more. Still can taste a little tartness of the apple cider. Oh, and one other real key factor, if you're going to have this for any, whatever event you're going to have it for, we seem to have it for every single event we have, whether it's a holiday or whether it's a cookout or whatever. Make it the day before. It makes so much difference. It tastes different. the day after you make it, because it has an opportunity for all of the flavors to really resonate together, and it makes a big difference. So even if we were to taste it after I make it today, it's actually going to be 10 times better tomorrow. So it's always good to make it a day ahead. All right, we're going to do this one more time, and hopefully this is the key. And that's it. Okay. So now we're going to take this, and you're going to notice once I stir it all up, it's not going to be real heavy with mayonnaise or this, I don't know what you want to call it, the sauce. It's just going to hold it together enough, but it's not going to be real overpowering with mayonnaise. So even people that say, oh, I don't like mayonnaise, they eat it because they don't really understand that it's got mayonnaise in it, because it's not real mayonnaise-y. But it's moist enough and creamy. I know people love that, hate that word moist, particularly Logan hates the word moist. But we're gonna stir it all together, blend it good, and make sure, if you're making a big batch, obviously you gotta get down what's underneath. But you can see it's not dripping, and you don't want it dripping. And then if you let it sit overnight, which I always do, it's going to absorb a lot of that. So it comes out as, I don't know, it just comes out being enough, but not too much mayonnaise in it. So this is what the final product will look like. And even though I say it's better the next day, I've got a couple of tasters that can probably let me know if it's close to what they want it to taste like tomorrow. And we're gonna get, I don't know, Robert's sitting over on the couch in his usual state of a t-shirt and his underwear, so maybe we won't get him in this. But I'll ask Heather, because she will definitely tell me the truth. So are you ready to take a little sample of it, Head?
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually taste it too, because all cooks need to taste what they make. All right, you go first. You're good. Again, it's going to be better tomorrow than it is today.
Cheers.
Wait. Whoop. Cheers.
How about getting me a bottle of
It's delicious.
Good?
Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
That's it?
That was perfect.
Not that much to it, right?
Remember I said how about, oh, now he's getting off the couch because it's done.
Oh, now he wants to taste it.
Come on in your undies, Rara.
I ain't mine. These I've got shorts on.
Oh, okay, well, just one
I
bite.
don't want four. I want.
No, one bite is all you get,
Oh,
because this is for tomorrow. You get one bite.
I want a bowl full.
No, you don't get a bowl full. It's not good until, really good till tomorrow. So there you go.
It's good anytime.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
What's your review?
You're filthy. You're so silly. All right, well, that's it. I will write down these ingredients now and hopefully have that go along with the recipe that I just showed you how to make.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone should be able to definitely make this without a lot of effort, and it will be wonderful. Trust me, everyone will love it. Love you.